John Louis Rudolph Agassiz, a renowned geologist and biologist from Harvard, states that America is the true old world. It's been falsely denominated as a new world, and this is his proof that the dry lands are first born here, that this was the land that was first born among, first popping out the waters. You know, I need you to understand, man. We're talking about first pop offness, man, first born. When you got a flood, especially when you understand you're on a relatively flat plane, you're not on a planet. The etymology of planet, before they put the T at the end of planet, is plane. How can your root word mean flat, spread out, and then you put a T at the end and it changes, it turns the meaning into a completely opposite? Then you could put a T at the end of circle and make it circled, and now you got a square, man. No, you always take it to the root word. You know that. You always go to the root. What's the root word of planet? It's plane. Plane is flat, spread out. So when you understand you're on the plane, then you see, okay, everybody got a flood story. So we ain't no conspiracy theories talking about flood stories, man. You got serious biologists, geologists, everybody looking into the flood stories. And this particular, geologist, biologist from Harvard University, look it up, John Louis Rudolph Agassiz. And he's saying that this is firstborn land. That this land, the earth's, that the shores, were enveloping like all the other earth. You know what I'm saying? That these shores were, rushing out, popping out the water first, man. When the water from the flood goes down, not all the land pops out at the same dang time. We never thought about it like this. And this is something that you should be able to recon. When I'm looking at like a Mount Nebo here versus a Mount Nebo in present day Palestine or Israel, right? Just look at the elevations. You know what I'm saying? When Moses is talking about all the land you see belongs to the tribe, and he's standing at the top of the mountain. Is it the same elevation everywhere? I would argue that you probably got the highest elevations over here based, on sea level, man. And, that's a very interesting thing for us to investigate, man. Just the elevation levels, man, because apparently not all land pops out the water at the same time. Even the land that is sunk right now, Atlantis and all these sunken lands, the Kamari Condom, over in shores of India, the Indian Ocean, a lot under there, a lot in the Pacific Ocean, their elevation levels were lower. So it's easier to flood them out because they're in lower elevations. Same thing when we think about New Orleans and the levees breaking and sort of being in a bowl, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of the sunken Nagaz cities that are under the waters today, they built these damn dams that purposely flooded out the place. And that flood, literally, because they were in lower elevations, they studied this stuff. You got a lot of Nagaz cities under so-called reservoirs today where thousands of damn dams, the Army Corps engineers building all these dams to sink our cities, man. A lot of Nagaz cities, train stations and, full cities, man. You know what I'm saying? Schools and homes, everything. They just put underwater by building these damn dams. The damn dams stop the flow of the water. And when you stop the flow of the water, you're like doing a magic spell. Like it affects us to the core, to the soul, man. So America's firstborn, according to this Harvard geologist, biologist, firstborn of all these lands. And that's why you got older pyramids here than you do in Africa, so-called Egypt over there. You got old Egypt over here. If we came out the water first, this is where civilization was popping off at. And it makes sense that your oppressor would teach you everything opposite. This don't make us not like Africa or not like Asia over there, or not like, you know what I'm saying, India over there. But on these maps, it says India superior over America. And the reason why it's called India superior is because based on elevation, based on first pop-offness, this is where the superior indigenous Indios, in HaWah, this is where the pop-offness is popping off. So they will be called superior Nagas. You got Mount Ararat that, you know, hey, the people that know, man, you got to start looking around the Carolinas, man, when you talk about Ararat, Carolina. And the Kara is just, you know, related back to the Kara, you know, Kara Katai, or it means black in Turkic, but really we're just talking about melanated Nagas. Kara Katai means pure land. So it's these, you know, copper-colored Khans on the pure land or promised land. The Cathay is the promised land. The Kara is the Carolina. And it's Mount Ararat where the Ark got parked somewhere in the Carolinas. I mean, that would definitely be a body bag for the illusion that you know that you're in the old world and not the new world, boss. I'm just popping off, man. Reaching maximum pop-offness with my Khans. Yeah, man. Just keep going, man. Keep the water flowing in this investigation. Keep the water flowing in your life. Do the hard things now so it don't have to be so hard later. You know, eating, getting your diet, you know what I'm saying, exercise, and, you know, don't be lazy, because the laziness, man, is a cousin to, you know, not being prosperous. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to get out of these habits. You know, even when you know, are sparring, you got to work on your footwork. You know, your feet might be lazy. You get your ass knocked out, man, because you should have got out the way. Should have been able to be in a better position, a better angle. You know what I'm saying? You know, thinking about boxing, man, shout out to all my boxing coaches out there. Father of the Pack, what it do? Clay, Coach Clabe, what it do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about, you know, being in the right place at the right time, like Lomachenko, like Devin Haney, Earl Spence, you know, Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying? These are a few that just have excellent footwork. We got to have excellent footwork in our lives, you know what I'm saying? Move and, you know, just be, so we could be at the right place at the right time, so we don't get our ass put to sleep again, man. Because we got put to sleep, man. If you think East is East, you got put to sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? East is West, man. They flipped our map, man. They flipped our map, man. So I'm just saying, man, I'm just chilling out, man. Reaching maximum pop-offness. And we got to get an orientation back. You can't wake up and think you know where East is. You can't wake up and think you know where North is. It's very interesting, you know. If I ask you, where's North? And then I point up and I say, well, what's up there? Because, you know, you would think up is North. But it's not, is it? It's not. Up is up, man. North is north. So what's north? You know, what's your compass pointing to? You know, it's all magnetism, man. Some say it's a giant mountain, like a big magnetic mountain. But north is the center. But you got to be understanding on the plane. I'm just saying, on a plane, not all elevation is the same. I got love for all the earth, man. The earth is one body. I don't separate Africa from America like some people do. Because I know that on these old maps we're looking at, it say Northwest Amexum, right? Northwest Africa. So we still in Africa. I don't separate that because of some new term called Africa, man. We're talking tribes, man. And once we get tribal, you know, then we can, you know, help each other. You know what I'm saying? When we stop letting them tell us who we are. Oh, y'all black people. So therefore, we all got to be the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, we tribes. No, tribes are tribes. You know, but you can have the same source. You know what I'm saying? You can have the same goals. You know, but